You and your husband are denying this. Ah, my God, my God, I wouldn't have let Bimbo come to this evil house. But don't worry, you two will surely hear from me. Me, eh? You people did this to me. Seun and Ayo, you did this to me. Ayo, you impregnated my daughter. And Bimbo, a beautiful young woman from Ibadan, felt a surge of excitement as she walked out of the examination hall. She had just finished her final year school exams and could not wait to tell her mother, Mama Bimbo, the big news. She had been looking forward to visit her favorite auntie, Auntie Seun in Isolo, for a long time. When she reached home, she found her mother in the kitchen stirring a pot of stew. Mama, I did it. I did it, Mama. I finished my exams, Bimbo shouted, her face glowing with joy. Mama Bimbo turned around, her eyes lighting up with pride. Oh, my darling Bimbo, I am so proud of you. You worked so hard for this, you know. Bimbo hugged her mother tightly, feeling the warmth and love in her embrace. My daughter, this calls for celebration. Hey, thank God I'm cooking this delicious pot of stew. Later, you will go out there to buy some drinks. Then we all will sit down and enjoy this. Ha! I wish your father was still around though, so that he will join us to celebrate this day. I know he must be very proud of you. And Bimbo smiled. Bimbo rushed out to get the bottles of drinks and she called few of her friends. They ate and celebrated together. And later on that day, Bimbo called her mother. Mama, can I visit Auntie Seun in Isolo now? I have been waiting for this moment. Mama Bimbo said to her, my daughter, that will be great, but you know I don't want you to go and disturb the young growing couples. You know it's not long your Auntie Seun got married. Bimbo's face changed from being excited to looking disappointed. But she kept on and on persuading her mother. She convinced her that she was going to behave herself when she gets there. You, this girl, you know you are as stubborn as your father. Since I know your father, he had never accepted no for an answer. Instead, he would not give you rest of mind until you agree to what he was saying. The next day, Mama Bimbo called Bimbo. Bimbo, my daughter, like I said before, it's not as if I don't want you to go visit your auntie, but it's just that I want you to be extra careful, especially those city people, that most of them are not well cultured. Now, listen, I want you to promise me that you would be a good girl. I promise, Mama. You know, I have always been a good girl, Mama. Mama Bimbo smiled and nodded. Yes, Bimbo, you can now go. But for the second time, promise me you will be careful and behave well. I promise, Mama, Bimbo said, her eyes shining with excitement. Bimbo packed her bags with the few clothes she had and some books to read. She could hardly sleep that night, dreaming about the fun she would have with Auntie Seun. The next morning, she hugged her mother goodbye and boarded the bus to Isolo. The journey was long and bumpy, but Bimbo didn't mind. She watched the scenery change from familiar sight of Ibadan to the bustling streets of Lagos. When she finally arrived at Isolo, she felt a mix of nervousness and excitement. Auntie Seun was waiting for her at the bus stop. She was a tall, elegant woman with a warm smile that made Bimbo feel at home instantly. Bimbo, welcome. It's so good to see you again, Auntie Seun said, hugging her tightly. Auntie Seun, I missed you so much, Bimbo replied, feeling tears of happiness well up in her eyes. Auntie Seun's house was big and beautiful, with a lovely garden full of colorful flowers. Bimbo felt like she was in a dream as she explored her new surroundings. Come inside, Bimbo. Let me show you your room, Auntie Seun said, leading her upstairs. Bimbo's room was cozy and bright, with a soft bed and a window that looked out onto the garden. She unpacked her things and felt a sense of peace she hadn't felt in a long time. That evening, they had a delicious dinner. Uncle Ayo, Auntie Seun's husband, joined them. He was a friendly man with a kind smile, and Bimbo liked him immediately. You are welcome, Bimbo. Make yourself at home, Uncle Ayo said. Thank you, Uncle Ayo, Bimbo replied, feeling grateful for her hospitality. Bimbo was so happy that she was well welcomed, and she felt so relaxed in Auntie Seun's house. Auntie Seun owned a hair salon where she normally goes to every morning, but most time her workers took care of the shop while she stays at home to attend to few things she needed to do, and Bimbo had gone to the shop with her these few times. As days turned into weeks, Bimbo enjoyed her auntie's house. She helped with chores, played in the garden, and read her books. But one sunny Saturday afternoon, Auntie Seun's husband, Ayo, got back home heavily drunk, and Bimbo opened the door for him. He fell on the floor. Bimbo became scared and was wondering what to do, but she managed to pull him to the living room. He was smelling alcohol, but Bimbo helped him remove his shoes. As Bimbo was about to leave, she felt a strong hand on her hand. It was Uncle Ayo. Uncle Ayo, please, leave my hands. You are hurting me, she said. Before you say Jack, Uncle Ayo took advantage of her. Bimbo ran to her room crying. Uncle Ayo pleaded that it will not happen again. Please, Bimbo, don't let anyone know about this. Let it be our little secret. I will never try it again. Bimbo tried harder to move on, but she always finds herself staying isolated. She doesn't want to relate with anyone again, and she kept what happened a secret, although Auntie Seun had noticed some changes in her, and she asked, Bimbo, are you okay? She replied, Yes, Auntie, I am fine. The once vibrant Bimbo became another version of herself, but one day she began to feel strange. She was often tired, felt dizzy, and sometimes felt like throwing up. Auntie Seun noticed her changes and grew worried. Bimbo, are you feeling all right? Are you sure? You don't look well, she said, her face full of concern. I don't know, Auntie. Auntie Seun, I don't know what is happening to me. I feel strange, Bimbo replied, her voice shaky. One morning, Mama Bimbo called to check on her daughter. When she heard Bimbo's voice, she immediately knew something was wrong. Bimbo, my dear, are you okay? Are you sick? You don't sound like yourself anymore, Mama Bimbo said. I don't know, Mama. I have been feeling strange, Bimbo admitted. Mama Bimbo's heart sank. Bimbo, come home. Come back home to Ibadan immediately. We need to see a doctor. Bimbo returned to Ibadan the next day, feeling nervous about what might be wrong with her. At the clinic, the doctor examined her and then asked to speak to Mama Bimbo alone. Madam, your daughter is pregnant, oh, the doctor said gently. Mama Bimbo's world turned upside down. Pregnant? How is that possible? She asked, her voice shaking. When they got home, Mama Bimbo sat Bimbo down. Bimbo, who is responsible for this? You must tell me the truth. Bimbo burst into tears. Mama, Mama, please forgive me. It's Uncle Ayo. He told me it was our little secret. Mama Bimbo's heart filled with rage and sorrow. I will not let this go. We must confront Auntie Seun and Uncle Ayo. Mama Bimbo and Bimbo traveled back to Isolo, their hearts heavy with anger and betrayal. When they arrived, Auntie Seun greeted them warmly, unaware of the storm that was about to hit her. Mama Bimbo didn't waste any time. Seun, we need to talk. It's about Bimbo. Auntie Seun looked paused. What is it, sister? Bimbo is pregnant and she says Ayo is the father, Mama Bimbo said, her voice shaking with emotion. Auntie Seun's face turned pale. What? This cannot be true, Auntie. No, sister. Auntie Seun stood up, her face flushed with anger. No, it is not my husband, she exclaimed. Please ask your daughter again who got her pregnant. Why do you want to come and break my marriage and the reputations we have built all these years? Seun, I am just trying to get to the bottom of this. Bimbo told me it was Ayo. We need to hear from him as well, Bimbo's mother said to Seun. Auntie Seun's eyes flashed with anger. You think I don't know my husband? Ayo would never do such a thing. This is just misunderstanding. Bimbo, tell us the truth. Bimbo sat quietly, tears streaming down her face. She didn't know what to say anymore. She had already told her mother the truth, but now her auntie was furious and her mother looked torn. Just then, Ayo walked into the room, looking confused. He saw the tension in the room and immediately sensed that something was wrong. What is going on here? He asked, looking at each of them in turn. Mama Bimbo stood up and faced him. Ayo, we need to talk. It's very serious. Before Mama could continue, Auntie Seun screamed, No, stop. Stop it. Don't say anything. She moved to stand in front of her husband, shielding him as if from an attack. Ayo looked even more bewildered. Seun, what is happening? Why are you acting like this? Mama Bimbo took a deep breath, trying to keep her composure. Ayo, Bimbo is pregnant. She says you are the father. We need to understand what happened. Ayo's face piled. He opened his mouth to speak, but Seun cut him off. This is ridiculous. My husband would never do such a thing. Bimbo must be confused or lying. Ayo looked at Bimbo, his eyes wide with shock. Bimbo, is this true? Are you saying I am the father? Bimbo nodded slowly. Tears continued to stream down her face. Yes, Uncle Ayo, you know it's true. Auntie Seun shook her head. This is nonsense. Ayo, tell them it's not true. Tell them now. Mama Bimbo stepped forward, her voice trembling. Ayo, please. Just tell us the truth. We need to know. Ayo looked between his wife, Bimbo, and Mama Bimbo, his face full of anguish. Ayo, seeing his wife Seun's disbelief, shouted in frustration, Bimbo, what kind of accusation is this? How can you accuse me of getting you pregnant? This was why I don't like people coming to my house to spend the night or holiday. Mama Bimbo, losing her patience, screamed at the top of her voice, Ayo, if you don't start telling the truth, I will make sure you regret ever knowing me. I will turn you impotent. Mark my words today. Auntie Seun shouted back, Sister, you can't do anything. Go ask your daughter, Bimbo. Very well. She must be lying or confused. Ayo would never do such a thing. He would never do it. I've known him for years. The room was thick with tension, with arguments, voices overlapping as anger and fear took over. Bimbo, feeling the weight of everyone's eyes on her, started to cry harder. Ayo, feeling cornered, took a deep breath. I swear, I didn't do anything wrong. Bimbo, why are you saying these things to me? What did I ever do to you? Mama Bimbo, eyes blazing with anger, stepping closer to Ayo. You know exactly what you did. Stop lying, Ayo. We all deserve the truth. Bimbo, through her tears, looked directly at her uncle, Uncle Ayo. You know what happened. Please don't make this harder. I just want to move forward and take care of my baby. Auntie Seun turned to Bimbo, her voice shaking with rage. Why are you doing this to us, Bimbo? My husband is innocent. I will never believe these lies. Ayo, feeling the pressure from all sides, finally shouted, Enough! This has gone too far. I would not allow anyone come into my house to insult me. Seun, have you seen what you have caused? I told you I don't want anyone to come spend the night, talk less of an holiday. Now I am being accused wrongly. Ayo said, Ayo, please, I am sorry. I never believed my niece can ever do this to me. Auntie Seun replied Ayo. Please, sister, I want you and your miserable daughter to get out of my house. Auntie Seun said, me. Mama Bimbo hit her chest in disbelief, saying in her language, So it has gotten to this, eh? Seun, it has gotten to this for you to walk me out of your house because of the abominable act of your husband. You and your husband are denying this. My God, my God, I wouldn't have let Bimbo come to this evil house. But don't worry, you two will surely hear from me. Me, eh? You people did this to me. Seun and Ayo, you did this to me. Ayo, you impregnated my daughter and you are denying it. You haven't had your own child though, and you're denying the one God gave to you. Now you are denying it. I know when my daughter tells me the truth. I know she is not lying. What have I done? Why will you people treat me and my daughter this way? I'm just shedding these tears. But remember, any tears that drop from my eyes is not ordinary. Shame is not ordinary. You will cry for this. You are going to cry for this. I will leave this house, but I must drop this word for you people. As she was about to say more words, Auntie Seun screamed at the top of her voice, Please, sister, leave my house. Leave my house. And Uncle Ayo said to Mama Bimbo, Mama, Please, kindly leave. I have tolerated this enough, and it's just because you are an old woman. That was why I was being calm. Please, I don't want to lose my patience. Mama Bimbo looked at him. I don't blame you. I blamed my daughter for choosing your house to come for an holiday, and now you are here denying what you did to her. Ah, Ayo, you better think about this before it will be too late. You better start saying the truth before it will be too late, Ayo. I will not change my mind You people will not come and beg me and I will agree. After all this humiliation. While all this was going on, Bimbo was crying. She cried very hard as Mama Bimbo and Bimbo was about leaving Ayo and Seun's house. The house was heated with arguments. Ayo stood still, his face set in a hard mask, while Auntie Seun kept her arms crossed tightly. Mama Bimbo turned at the doorway, her voice shaking with anger and sorrow. You see, from today, as I step out of your house, you and your wife will never hear the cry of a child in your house. No children will ever want to be around you. Any child that sees you, Ayo and Seun, will see a masquerade and run away. You will look for a solution and you will not find one. I know when my daughter is saying the truth, but you denied it. Bimbo, wiping her tears, looked at Ayo one last time. Uncle, you did this to me. God will surely judge you. With that, they walked out, and the door closed with a finality that echoed in the silence. Auntie Seun and Ayo sat in their living room. The fear of the curse laid upon them by Mama Bimbo gripped their hearts. The once vibrant and warm house now felt cold and foreboding. Seun, looking at Ayo, her eyes filled with a mix of worry and desperation. Ayo, look, I know I trust you, she began hesitantly, but you just have to tell me the truth. Did you did you do it? Her voice trembled as she asked the question that had been gnawing at her mind. Ayo's face twisted in anger. What kind of a question are you asking, Seun? If I did it, I would be glad to admit it, he snapped. But deep down, his heart was filled with fear. The curse that Mama Bimbo had placed on them weighed heavily on his conscience. He was terrified of the repercussion and torn between confession and maintaining his pride. Did the curse work on them? And did Bimbo had the baby? Did they later confess to Mama Bimbo what happened? Find out in part 2.